I want to share with you personal loans same day that pull TransUnion. So we're speaking about a $100,000 power move, minimum FICO 580. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to here. Number 5, we have Lights Stream. Our score 8.6 over 10. What we love about Livestream is that obviously it will report to TransUnion, and we love the fact that there are no origination, prepayment, or late fees at all. Okay, you have low competitive rates, and you have a fast approval and funding. This is just fantastic. What we love about Livestream is that they will actually work with you if you have a FICO score that started around 600 to 660. This is really fantastic, and will approve you from $5,000 all the way to $100,000. This is really great when it comes to personal loans that report to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. We love the fact that Lightstream will give you all the way to $100,000. You don't have a lot of lenders who actually do that. You have a Wells Fargo, and you also have SoFi. So we love this a lot. And in terms of now, there are some drawbacks though. When you think about Lightstream, I want you to think about the fact that you cannot pre-qualify easily. In some cases, you can pre-qualify, but the pre-qualification depends on your state. So if you are lucky, if you are in quote unquote a good state, you can pre-qualify. If not, you cannot pre-qualify. But the thing, we also don't like the fact that there are no due dates flexibilities here. Okay, there are limitations on the use of loan proceeds in some cases. Hey, listen, it is what it is. And but overall, loan amounts go from $5,000 all the way to $100,000. The APR range from 8% all the way to 26% with autopay. You want to have autopay though. You want to actually benefit from that discount. This is kind of cool. So if you're looking for, let's say, if you're looking for a loan that it's like, it doesn't matter the state you're in, because some loans want you to be in one specific state. With Livestream, it doesn't matter, you can be in all states. By the way, Livestream is a division of Truist Bank, so just so you know. But one thing we love about Livestream is that it is really flexible in terms of the approval process. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a great pleasure to have you here to have a quick convo with you about personal loans the same day that pull TransUnion. And what we love about Livestream is that you can do a lot of stuff. You can use the cash for home improvements, land purchases, debt consolidation, medical expenses, wedding costs, and so on and so forth. But they don't want you to take the cash for education purposes. You cannot refinance previous college or post-secondary education loans. You cannot use the cash to fund business loans. You cannot use the cash to purchase stocks or bonds. So they do pay attention a lot to the use of loan proceeds. Number 4, we have lending points. Our score 9 over 10. So when you think about lending points, I want you to think about a lender that will take care of you even if you have bad credit. Even if you have damaged credit, this lender will take care of you. Okay, so we're looking at the FICO score that starts at around 550 to 570, and it's a great personal loan same day that pull TransUnion. And we love the fact that lending points will give you unsecured personal loans. And so the loan amounts here, actually, you can actually borrow all the way to $50,000. Oh, sorry, to 30. You can borrow from $2,000 all the way to $36,500. So not $50,000, but $36,500. This is kind of cool. The only thing we don't like about this lender is that they do not allow co-signers or co-applicants. So you are on your own. With lending points, you are on your own. So just remember that. And minimum credit score here, 550 all the way to 600. This is still decent, okay? And what I want to say here is that with lending point, you want to really have all your paperwork ready, because they move real fast. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about personal loans same day that pull TransUnion. We're speaking about a power play of $100,000. That's the maximum. That's the potential maximum limit you could qualify for. So lending point personal loans may be a great fit for borrowers who have a bad or fair credit, who need fast funding, and want a loan with few restrictions. Okay, because lending point, if you were to compare lending points to say Livestream, lending point is really flexible. We love that a lot. But lending point might not be right for borrowers who actually who think they could qualify for better rates from another lender, who need to borrow more than $36,500. Remember, the limit here is $36,500. So Whereas last stream was giving you, let's say, $100,000, Landing Point is just capping everything at $36,500. If you are looking to build credit, Landing Point might not be the right platform for you. And if you live in Nevada or West Virginia, those two states do not qualify you, okay? But other than that, the Landing Point is really great. I mean, the APRs are kind of decent too. You're looking at 8% to 36%. This is really great. So you can actually get a decent loan at competitive interest rates and competitive conditions. So this is just fantastic. Number 3, we have Upgrade. Our score 9.4 over 10. So what we love about Upgrade is that Upgrade is really generous. Here is a personal loan same day that pull TransUnion. And so they will approve you from $10,000, I mean, from $1,000 all the way to $50,000, and you can get funded the following day. So if you apply today, you get your cash tomorrow. So this is really great, and you can use the funds to cover everything from debt consolidation to home improvements and other large purchases. So Upgrade is not really as strict as the live stream is when it comes to the use of loan proceeds. So we love that a lot, and the APR is kind of cool too. The APR, the APR, there's a strong correlation between your APR and your FICO score, of course. That makes sense. But we have seen actually people getting approved from APRs that start around 5%, which is really great. Let me quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this lender, Upgrade. Here are the pros. You have low minimum loan amount. So if you're thinking about applying for $1,000, you can actually apply through Upgrade, not a problem. And Upgrade offers direct payments to third-party creditors. There are no prepayment penalty fees, and this lender allows joint applications. So this is kind of cool. What about the cons here? The lender charges origination fees. Loans are only available up to $50,000. And you do have high APRs compared to competitors. In some cases, they will actually give you like all the way to 36%. So it is what it is. But the minimum credit score here, 550 all the way to 580. This is really great. The APR range from 5% all the way to 36%. So overall, when you think about Upgrade, I want you to think about the borrowers who need access to smaller loans. If you're looking for a small loan, like 1,000 is the minimum here. This is just fantastic. And one thing I want to say here is that based on our research, we love the fact that the Upgrade is great for you if you want fast funding, but also you want to have excellent customer service. So this lender has excellent customer service. They'll take care of you, not a problem. And you can use the cash for a lot of things. But just remember, they will charge you origination fees. This is the only thing we don't like, but hey, listen, it is what it is. And the fees go from 1% all the way to 6%. Number 2, we have Rocket Loans. Our score 9.7 over 10. So if you think about Rocket Loan, I want you to think about a personal loan same day that pulls TransUnion, and so you can actually be approved all the way to $45,000. So you were looking at a delta of $2,000 all the way to $45,000, and we love the fact that Rocket Loans actually appeals to a wider audience. Doesn't matter if you have bad credit, poor credit, something in between, fair credit, excellent credit. You will love Rocket Loans. We'll love the fact that this lender actually will fund you real fast, will give you the cash real fast. Let me quickly go through the pros and cons here. Pros: you have a pre-qualification process that only requires a soft credit check. They do offer same-day approval and same-day funding, and Rocket Loans that does not impose a prepayment penalty. And there is a rate discount that's available with AutoPay. So if you sign up for AutoPay, you could qualify for a rate discount. This is really wonderful. What about the cons here? Similar to Upgrade, there are fees for origination. So this is you also have fees for late payment and insufficient funds. And Rocket Loans does not offer direct payment for debt consolidation loans, and they do not allow co-signers or co-applicants. And you have limited loan repayment terms. So, it is what it is. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about personal loans same day that pull TransUnion. And this is a $100,000 power play here. So $100,000, that's the maximum loan amount you can qualify for. And so overall, when you think about record loans, I want you to think about a great option for fair credit borrowers who want funds fast. Now, one thing we don't like is that it has an origination fee. And this is quite high. You're looking at 1% all the way to 6%, 6 to 7%. And it is what it is. And so if you are able to get a lender, if you are able to get a deal from a lender that doesn't charge additional fees, this is really great. So, but overall, this is a great lender. We love the fact that Record Loans actually has great customer service. Another problem we don't like is that they're not available in all 50 states. They actually cover all states except Nevada, Iowa, and West Virginia. So if you are in those states, you are not going to qualify at all for a record loans loan. Number 1, we have Prosper. Our score 9.9 over 10. With Prosper, you actually can prosper. We love the fact that with Prosper, you actually can be approved anywhere from $2,000 all the way to $40,000. And Prosper is a great personal loan same day that pulls TransUnion. And what we love about Prosper also is that you can pre-qualify, not a problem at all. By the way, I said at $2,000 to $40,000. It's $2,000 to $50,000. They have raised their limit recently, so it's $2,000 to $50,000. And so in terms of APR is kind of high though. You're looking at 5% all the way to 36%. Let me quickly walk you through the pros and cons of Prosper. Pros: you have flexible loan amounts. You have a loan that's very accessible even to minimum credit score borrowers, and funding can be in as quick as 18 hours. 18 hours is really great, but the average goes from 18 hours to 72 hours. What about the cons here? Prosper does charge origination fees and late fees. And this loan is only available for 3 and 5 year terms, and you have a high maximum APR. So maximum APR 36%. So this is what it is. But the loan amounts $2,000 all the way to $50,000. So if you are a borrower with fair credit score, and you're looking for a personal loan the same day that pulls TransUnion, the Prosper could be a great lender for you. But just remember, the maximum here is $50,000. So if you're looking for a higher amount, you want to think about Last Stream. Last Stream is a lot better for you. And one thing I want to say here is that you also have geographic restrictions here. So if you live in Iowa, West Virginia, or U.S. territories, you're not going to qualify for a Prosper loan. So just be aware of that. But overall, this is a great lender. Let me give you an overview here. So it's important to understand that when we talk about the personal loans same day that pull TransUnion, you want to be in a situation where you understand why you might need this type of loans, right? The thing here is that you can use the loans for emergency expenses, debt consolidation, home improvements and repairs, auto financing, and moving costs. Because sometimes when people think about personal loans same day, they think you got to have an emergency necessarily. You don't have to have it. Like quote unquote an emergency, like your classic emergency. No, I mean auto financing could be an emergency. Moving costs could be an emergency. Let's say you have to move from coast to coast. You have to move from New York to LA, and I mean that and you have a family of 4 or a family of 6. That's a lot of cash. And if you don't have those cash and you're looking for a personal loan same day, then you want to think about the loans that I just spoke to you about. And you can be approved all the way to $100,000, not a problem at all. Okay, it's all about planning though. It's all about, you got to ask yourself, do you want the loan to pull TransUnion, to pull Experian, or to pull Equifax? I mean, which credit reports are you strong at right now? So you got to really look at your strategy, and so based on that, you can actually you can apply for one of the loans that I spoke about into this conversation. One thing I want to say here is that please, even though we talked about those 5 lenders, You just remember that banks also can actually help you out. Credit unions can also help you out. So if you have a great relationship with an existing financial institution, give them a chance, because all the five players that I just mentioned to this conversation, they are not traditional lenders. They are online lenders. They are fintechs, right? When you think about Prosper, when you think about Latstream, obviously Latstream is owned by a tourist bank. That's true. But Latstream is primarily an online lender. It's an online platform. So you just got to keep that in mind. And when you start your research for personal loans the same day that pull TransUnion, think about the fact that you are going to deal primarily with online lenders. And but hey, listen, it is okay. And but if you have a great relationship with banks or credit unions, give those a try. Also, you just never know. Let me give you a few pro tips here. It's important to understand that if you're trying to get a personal loan same day that pull TransUnion, you first want to check your TransUnion credit score. I mean, obviously, if you want a loan that pull TransUnion, that's because you believe that your TransUnion score is higher than your Equifax or your Experian, right? So, but the thing is, no matter how sure you are, please make sure that you check one last time. Check one last time your TransUnion your TransUnion scores, so you're really sure that you have the right approach. This is so important. Why? Because what if you thought that your TransUnion score was higher, and you realize that after checking that it's not really as high as you thought it would be? Maybe because you have some issues, or let's say, I mean, a lot of stuff can happen, right? But maybe this could be a great strategy to say, you know what, I thought that my TransUnion was high, but I just realized that my Experian is higher, or my credit score, my Equifax is higher. The bottom line is, when you check your TransUnion credit score, you never check only your TransUnion credit score. You check your Equifax, you check your Experian also, because that way you know, okay, you can make a choice, you can choose. And if you have just remember, when you think about personal loans the same day that pull TransUnion, think about the repayment term, because it's not about how much you need to borrow. It's about how much you can afford to repay, right? Remember, when we talk about personal loans in general, there are two elements: how much you're borrowing, but how much you also will be repaying back. So you'll be paying back as long as you're comfortable paying the loan amount the loan amount every month that you could qualify for. You are good to go. Okay, so you want to really determine how much you need to borrow. And once you have that, please shop around. The good thing about this, all the players that I just mentioned to this conversation, is that they usually will allow you to pre-qualify. So go through the soft pull process to see how much you could pre-qualify for way before you submit a formal application. That way you know, right? Because again, it's all about preserving your FICO score. It's all about making sure that nobody, you don't have hard pulls over hard pulls or hard pull. No. So take the time to shop around for the best terms and loans before applying. Let me share with you our approach for loan evaluation when it comes to personal loans the same day they pull TransUnion. We have a method on this show when it comes to categorizing, when it comes to listing, when it comes to reviewing those loans. So please check this out. All right. Number one, we have Prosper. Our score 9.9 over 10. Number two, we have Rocket Loans. Our score 9.7 over 10. Number three, we have Upgrade. Our score 9.4 over 10. Number four, we have Lending Points. Our score 9 over 10. Number five, last but not the least, we have Latstream. Our score 8.6 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.